game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. He's gonna run into it. Oh, can't get the bar over.
Now it's not.
482, and he, okay, I don't know if he can, I don't think, oh, to the left he cannot. He hits the bar over. Can he get anything to the left? He cannot. He's gonna top out 367. Oh my god, no.
That's the kind of top eight that I'm used to seeing Somalian do.
Smalley tops out 184. He's done. Gonna get this down, maybe. Oh, he's still alive. Yeah, nah, that's it.
Well, yes. To match the back 3 back 1.1, he got back 3 back not 1.1.
Yeah, having.
Alright, well, both players are ready.
Yeah, let's count down for game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, they're off. We got a little bit of a capture issue for SV, but
it thinks that SV is playing level 29.
Yeah, we'll let it.
That's gonna make.
Yeah, we'll play it out for a second, and hopefully it'll figure it out once you score or something. All right. There we. Okay. Well.
No, we're just gonna live with it.
Yeah, that's.
We're just gonna live with it.
Dog playing Tetris. Thank you for the bits.
Pete can Hugh shift the capture or something to fix it.
Yes, V. Don't worry about it. Keep playing. We got it. They're off. Hello. Welcome to the Classic Tetris League. I'm Arbaro, joined in co-commentary by Sunny Disposition.
Hi.
There he is. We got an exciting match for you today. We got SV, we got Pixelandy. We got a big match in terms of who's going to win Division 1A here in Season 25. Tell you a little bit about the players first. SV is on your left. He's not actually playing level 29. We'll report this to Yobi afterward. And
capture issue.
Yeah, some sort of capture issue. Let's make sure we know what's going on there. He is out of the United Kingdom. PB of 2.7, unless the bot ain't lying to me.
Yeah, he's got a high PB.
Yeah,
doesn't really matter what it is past 2 million, but it's reasonably high.
He can
and
play
much lower than Andy's.
Yeah. Well, not all people who are higher than Andy. Yeah, a little bit of a messy sack here. Currently number 11 in the Premier Pool ranking. Sitting at 4-1 in the standings with 21
nice
points.
Spin from SV there. That was very cool.
Gets out of the situation.
I haven't seen that spin before.
Ooh, what was that?
Well, in that situation, anyway. That's a funky JD spin.
There you go. Kenroot.
SV just putting up some crazy spin action so
There's
far.
the Vits, yeah.
Sadly, is one Tetris behind, but you know,
that's right. Yeah, Pixelandy having the early lead here out of the United States of America. Currently number 4 in the Premier Bowl ranking. He's not the defending champion of CTL, but he won the season before last, and he didn't play last season, so he's kind of one of the defending champions. So there you go. Trying to get another crown regardless. Match his brother in terms of, I could be lying about this, but I think he's trying to match his brother in terms of most CTL titles all time. Currently sitting at 3-1 in the standings. Still has to yet to play Alex T. If he can pull off and win here, he will face Alex T for a winner-take-all division title, or maybe not quite, but there's some math involved there. But yeah, this match is going to be super important because it could decide who gets the second auto playoff berth. And so you're waiting on a bar for column 3. We're looking a little spiky here. Going to get that dependence to reopen, get the bar. The board's still looking a little less than optimal, but I think he's going to be fine.
The colors do throw me off, though.
Yeah.
I think I'm like 19. No,
never mind. He has transitioned. No, he hasn't. Yeah, hopefully once he hits 19, it will be a thing of the past.
Well, scored a triple, so vaguely efficient burning. The difference between the player's scores counter when it when it shows the number of Tetrises, that is very much wrong because it thinks that SV is on level 29.
Yeah, 56% Tetris rate. Oh, I mean, that's actually not terrible. It's not. I mean, that's not what these players want in 18, but
I don't think it's correct though. Because
it's not
it thinks
correct
it's on 29,
at all.
so it's going by 29 scoring.
You're right.
But still,
It's kind of a nice.
so he's probably at roughly the same Tetris rate as Andy, considering he's ahead in score.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll call it 77% for SV.
Anyway, he's doing real good. 482 for SV, 453 for Pixel Andy. We are over 100 lines into 18. Hunter Cubes, thank you for the follow. And people in chat cheering on them. S64 saying Vamos SB, SB.
Transition coming up soon.
Yeah,
Obviously
Andy's
for SV,
stack.
we won't really notice color-wise, but
Yeah, Andy gets a bar, kind of makes the stack a little more palatable. Lombard Tetris for both players. SV's got a transition 576. Pixel Andy got 527, still got 10 more lines before the speed jump. Both players looking clean. Pixel Andy waiting on the bar to transition still. Got a lot of lines in hand. Lombard Tetris 576, SV up to 650, but 8 to 10 lines in pocket for Pixel Andy. Alrighty. Still saying SV is on 29.
yeah, it's going to say that he transitioned to level 30 at 200 lines, most likely.
Okay.
Unless
the line counter is right. He's on. Yeah, he's on level 20.
Because I don't think it goes back in levels is the issue with it. So it will just keep going forwards.
Okay, well. It will tell Yobi. He'll figure something out. Now it's like blinking, but that's fine. Because
So if at some point it thinks that he's hit level 30.
Mischief for Pixel Andy. Needs to get this down. Once a bar doesn't... Okay.
And of course, SV score isn't correct as well. That says 971. He definitely doesn't have 900k in whatever this level is, 22.
Yeah. Alrighty. Pixel Andy gets that left side. Nice Vits.
700k. And another Tetris.
Oh, he's the bar. I guess the next one over. SV looking clean. Got the well reopened. Lombard Tetris.
I'm working off the assumption that that is actually an 889 for SV and the score counter isn't double wrong. But from what I've seen so far, it should be.
Yeah. Pixel Andy's been digging. In any case, he's definitely lost the lead. There's a Tetris, though, 2 off the bottom. 746 for Pixel Andy. What I hope is at 9.
SV into level 25 now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can just just look at the line count and compare that to Pixel's side. I've been Lombard Tetris.
It's interesting that you call Andy Pixel instead of Andy for short.
Did I? I don't know why I'm doing that either. When I just like talk about him and
just the first part of the name.
Yeah, it's like oh my goodness, he's in trouble.
Level 30.
Oh, gets the bar.
Yeah.
Gets the double.
Doesn't go for the Vits. Yeah. Oh, that hang on the left. Okay,
yeah.
Andy having some mechanical issues today.
SV has maxed out. He's up big. So he's got the max out 1009, and he's at 804, and he's in some trouble. Needs to get something over to the left. Gets the bar.
SV gets that over to the left in a little bit of a sketchy spot here.
Yeah,
Full screen's going to be very odd.
Neither player not looking great, and SV is close to the transition here.
Yep. I'm going to be transitioning to 29 at level 33 because that's the world we live in.
Lombard Tetris.
There we go. Transitions to 29.
1097.
Just shy of 1.1. Now up to 1.1, but it isn't displaying correctly.
And he has One more Tetris Lombard. He's going to get it. Transitions 886. So suffer game for Andy. He doesn't get the bar over the river. Doesn't get the next one either. And he's going to top out 886. SV is good for game number 1. GG's.
With a mid 1.1 in level 32.
Yeah.
I think. There we go.
There we go. Great game from SV. He's going to play this one out.
We might need to change things up if it thinks that he's on 29 or
Yeah.
on 18, but we'll see. We've got it ready.
We got it ready. We need one more. All right, we're ready for
I've got
game
2.
number 2. Let's count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Wowzers.
Wowzers. All right, they're off. We got same pieces. We got slightly different colors. We got the full classic Restreamed experience. Got nice fuzzy blocks.
The CTM experience.
Mm-hmm. Not really the experience of everything that doesn't use Nestor Tramps or Max Out Club. Do they use NTC at CTWC? I'm guessing they
Yes,
have like...
they did.
What's that?
Yes, they used Nestor's champs at CTWC.
Yeah. But they have like a little more time to like
Yobi
calibrate
flew
it.
out. Yeah.
Oh,
Yobi
did he?
was there in person.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, because they used to have Trey at CTWC.
Got it.
And he was doing Max Out Club. But then Trey retired from that, so
Cool.
they switched to from Max Out Club to Nestor's champs.
Got it. Alrighty. We're off and playing Tetris again, though. That's the important thing. Thank you for your patience. How was the lasagna?
It's pretty good.
Was it a bit left over, or was it like the first pass at it?
First,
Wow.
the first half, quarter, whatever.
Yeah, but there's like more for later, right? I feel like you can't make lasagna and
Yes.
eat it all at once.
You can't just make it for one day. No.
Yeah. It's like you put a lot of effort into that. You're going to be eating it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
You got it perfectly
At
tied.
least for lunch the next day.
Got perfectly tight score here. Andy will take a burn. SV's waiting on the bar. I guess they both are. It's finally going to come.
There we go.
Alright, SV set up. Not quite dirty, but set up high with the bar dependency. It's going to come. That's going to be a triple.
Still an awkward stack though. That eyepiece helps a lot. Oh, and that's beautiful.
There's the
That's
Tetris.
That's just delightful. Into a Tetris as well. Clean well transfer.
Wonderful. And he does have a little bit of a lead now. 275 to 239. I have to actually make sure I give score updates now. I mean, I did beforehand, but now that's important to the players. Well, I guess it was important to players. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Andy with not quite a Tetris lead.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of real-time score, but in terms of pace,
It's also
about
level
Tetris lead.
on level
Bit more.
28 speed. Oh, sorry, level 18 speed. It's just kind of like, well, if you top out, your opponent will win.
Yeah.
That's
99 times out of 100 at least.
yeah. It's important. It's good to know how
Probably
far
even better weights than that.
you're probably good to know how far you're down if you are down. If you want to like pump up the aggression a little bit, but yeah, ultimately
No.
they'll be fine. 349 for Andy. SV is going to get a Tetris. Goes up to 338. Andy, a couple lines in hand. It's not too big of a difference. They're stacking.
They sure are. That's pretty much all you can say on 18 when it's a matchup like this. It's like, they sure are stacking.
They're sure.
Once in every 2 games, they'll get into a dig.
Some people get into some pretty high digs on 18.
Yeah, every other game. That's the thing. It's just something happens once every 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
Every team.
Anytime I can talk about, I don't know, taxes.
Yeah, let's talk about taxes. All right, that's all of the discussion I have about tax. See, what happens in the UK is you get paid, and then your job does your tax filings for you. So I've never had to give a shit about taxes at all. I just get paid.
Yeah, and you have 500k, over 500k for before 100 lines. So that's a pretty chunky score. Yeah, no, that's not how it works in the United States. In case you didn't know, you just have to.
It isn't.
Yeah. They make you fill out a bunch of forms, and then just like complete mystery about how much money you have to pay or get back from the government. Ampu asking,
one fruit, what would it be?
Cantaloupe. I love cantaloupe.
I guess apples, probably.
Yeah, that's a good,
there's a wide variety.
Yeah, 647 for Andy, has room for 2 more Tetrises. 619 for SV.
Transition for SV.
Oh,
those are some.
Drops?
He'd screen looked at the transition and made a couple missed drops.
Yeah. Gonna try to get this down a little bit. There's the bar. Nice skim from SV. He's getting pieces over. Andy transitions 695, 623 for SV. So if he get out of this, looks like he will. He's not really burning too much pace. He's down, I guess it's about 6 figures, but you can recover from that. Andy going to handle the same RNG sequence with, relative ease. He kind of, had to take a few burns as well. So it was a little rough, but he got out of it. 703 for SV, 747 for Andy. Andy almost a full level of lines in pocket. Yeah, cantaloupe is my answer. Lombard Tetris for Andy. And SV fires back. Very close in terms of score. Like, Andy really only Tetris lead, but...
Ooh, and another misdrop there. Dog controller action.
It's interesting just like how
adjustment there.
Beat up some of these controllers are. That one Andy's...
Yeah, I mean, they use these controllers for a long time.
Yeah, no kidding. Did Andy lose his setup or something?
Andy's just at home.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, Small asking if Andy lost his setup.
Rather than at college or something like that.
Yeah, I think he probably just went home.
That's my assumption.
Yeah, it's like the end of the school term. So he's just using whatever Dog has set up.
SV's stack, not in a great spot here.
Oh my goodness. Get some pieces over
nice.
though.
Oh, those were some beautiful burns. That was like inspirational. The way he could solve that.
Andy, only a couple of Tetrises.
Both players looking at some real pace here as well.
Andy only a couple of Tetrises away from
not like unheard of pace, but Andy looking at an early 25 max here. Well, mid 25 now. But SV already got the max out in level 26.
Yeah. A42 for SV, A29 for Andy. I'm going to say A instead of 10 now because that's what the scoreboard says, but whatever. Yeah. Easy 1.1 for both players, maybe a little higher. Going into the
I mean, for Andy, this is an easy 1.2, honestly. It depends on the pieces, of course. Nowadays, like back in ye olden days of Tetris, as in like 2 years ago, you just sell out for 29.
Yeah.
But nowadays, you really want to just burn into 29 so you have a really safe stack and can get like 400k every game.
Yeah, and it's like it's going to scale up anyway, right? So you don't want to...
Yeah, and we can see that's what Andy's doing here.
Yeah, SV's almost in transition. Going to transition B62, getting pieces over,
left.
Getting it down. Nice.
Nice flat skims here, but still longer dependency in the middle of the stack. Andy
B88
with a slight score lead.
SV still
SV in some trouble here.
Very high.
Left side,
right.
Oh, that misdrop, the overtap.
It's a long bar, but it's not going to be enough.
Sorry.
SV tops out.
P88.
1188. Andy, you're good for game number 2. We're tied up 1 apiece. GG's. And you're gonna mull on this
for stats. And to make the match last even longer.
All right, he topped out. Count him down for game 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alrighty. Nice, nice, nice. We're off.
Nice tuck setup there.
It's a bar for the left. And he gets his well reopened. Gets his first Tetris of the game. SV has 2. Jasmine saying, want to be part of the jury? That sounds fun. I actually just got a jury summons for like early July. So I might have jury duty.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I mean, I will have jury duty. It's just they put you in a big room, and then you have to sit there, and you may or may not be called for a.
Yep. I think they've kind of stopped doing it that way in the UK. In COVID, they stopped doing it, and I don't think they do it like that anymore. Yeah. But I could be wrong.
Momentary
jury summon since COVID.
Scary moment for SV, but he got the bar in time to get it down. 121 for him, 100,000 for Andy. Andy having to do a little bit of cleanup, and SV gets the well reopened. Yeah, there we go. Would like a bar right now. Just kind of left side blocked off. Gets the J over though.
Yeah, that's a rough situation here. Needs to hit reasonably solid rolls to get things over there. But he's managed it, and now it's down to a comfy height.
Yeah, so far he's done it, and so far, like, he's, you know, showing off that he can roll. Getting it down.
Getting paid $20 a day. Is that how it works in the US?
Yeah, it's not a lot of money. You do get paid a small amount. I don't know why they even bother.
In the UK, you just get paid for how much you lost from not working.
Oh no, that doesn't happen. Your employer has to continue paying you. That's how it works. You just they have to just pay you for not working. It's like,
well, that makes sense then.
It's like PTO.
I mean, that's probably what happens in the UK. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where they get your money from, but like, I don't care if I'm getting paid for existing.
That was a pretty cool, like, Corian adjacent burn from Andy there. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but yeah, it was fun. Lombard Tetris for him. 189 for Andy, 210 for SV. We're about halfway to 19.
SV had a T-spin set up, but
can't really keep clean, but he's not losing too much pace. Is he setting up? No, he can't set up because of the hole.
Neither player with any form of pace, really. Like, both players suffering.
Yeah.
This seed must be real bad. Because when you see two, like, top 15 players with this kind of pace at the same time,
yeah,
that means something's up.
Just they sprinted real hard last game and got tired. No, this looks brutal. They just kind of can't keep clean. Andy's lower, but he's still not scoring.
This is like these are the kinds of stacks that I get when my opponent has a normal one. It's like me versus Alex stacking.
Oh god, yeah.
It's not even stacking necessarily, it's just, you know.
Yeah.
Like, the pieces are awful.
Alright, Andy blocks, okay. Blocks the ball right before the J comes. Or blocks the dependency, I should say. I don't know what the last Tetris was scored. It's been a while. Andy's set up for it. There it is. The Lombard Tetris, and there's 2. Going to take the lead 301 to 269. His SV is going to get clean as well. And that's the thing, though. You know, both players are suffering. Neither player really got an advantage here. That's a very close game. We are...
Do a quick piece count check by checking Andy's stream, whatever. With that long bar he just got, I believe that is 27 long bars.
Wow.
To the next lowest piece is 37 squares.
Incredible. Just is the game really doing it to them this time around.
Yeah. I'll see how many it is at transition and give you an update.
SV bypasses the Vits, gets the next one. He is 6 lines away from transition. There's a Lombard Tetris. So next one will bring him into 19. Andy's stack? Not necessarily bad, just a little... I don't say weird either. Just pi and... The absolute value of the slope of Andy's board was pi. SV transitions 371. So Andy already up to 440, and that's Tetris is going to bring him up to 464.
37 long bars at transition.
Yeah.
To 43 squares, and then like 50 of everything else, pretty much.
Yeah. Andy did open up a pretty big lead all of a sudden, though. So I mean, not huge, but he has a lot of lines in hand at the moment.
Yeah. The very end of pre-19, the very end of pre-transition was they gave a nice few bars there to even things up.
Totally, yeah. Just like a little bit of
some real bad bar timings.
A little bit of a my bad from the game there, but Andy's digging again a little bit. Gets a bar though, gets another one that's going to be really helpful. SV takes the real time points lead, 507 to 476. So I say my type of transitions. Yeah. What was the final score for your Andy game? Sorry, you're not Andy. Your Alex T game, Sunny. Because this is your.
It was, I believe, 577 in level 34. So both these players, not even close to that kind of pace. Honestly, they should work on it.
Like they're not going to beat you.
They're scoring far too many Tetrises.
Yeah, so I just realized
they probably scored more.
Yeah, this is your division.
More Tetrises. Yeah, it is. They probably scored more Tetrises in like post transition than I did that entire game.
Yeah. 568 for Andy. Going to score, go up to 597, but we'll have to do a few burns afterwards. 611 for SV. Andy's still a level of lines in hand. We're up to level 24 on SV's end. He's set up. So is Andy. Starting to be time to start thinking about 29. Maybe not quite, actually.
Nice key tuck there for SV. At 650k.
Yeah.
A level ahead of Andy, who's just shy at like 640.
Actually, here's a question for you. When you're playing, at what point are you starting to think, man, 28's coming soon. 29's coming soon. I should really like do something about that.
Usually about when I miss drop in level 25 or 26.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So once you get some
usually depends on my pace. If I have like terrible pace, then I'm like, well, let's play for 29, even like in 24, I'll be thinking that.
Yeah.
If I have reasonable pace, then I'll be like, all right, probably thinking like late 26. That's when I'll start worrying about getting my board relatively safe. And then immediately, because I'm thinking about that, make worse moves and get my board screwed up. So
SV's going to go into transition 897, so he's off and running in the kill screen, gets another Tetris.
Transition score.
And he's still on level 27. He's going to Tetris in there, and SV gets another Tetris, goes up to 947. He's set up again, doesn't get the S all the way over. Yeah, he's going to get a triple.
Or triple, but that's comfortable.
Andy Lombard Tetris, one more until transition, 857. SV 963. He's staying alive. And Andy is in 893. Doesn't get a bar all the way over. Next one doesn't go either, but the third one does. He's in some trouble.
It's survivable, but
he's not going to.
He's done.
And he's like going to give up on this one. 896, or maybe not give up.
There's the max out for SV.
Yeah, SV will take game number 3. GG's. He was up 2-1.
That seed was awful.
Yeah, that was yeah, that was a little bit brutal. Let's give him his heart.
I can confirm that at kill screen, Andy had 74 long bars, which means it post transition was roughly the same as a normal game, but pre transition was really bad.
Yeah.
There are actually more bars in post than pre.
People in chat doxing SV apparently, or maybe not doxing. I don't know what the 8, like the number. Okay, both players are ready. Let's count down.
No, just lowercase e.
Oh, I see. Both players are ready. Let's count down for game number 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Wrongly saying Dan. No, yeah. Well, I have the same last name as him, not the same first name. But yeah, you're right. Wrong Dan. Different Dan. My last name's not Vinky. Why am I doing a freaking riddle with this? It's silly. Both players perfect through 8. That's not really saying anything.
There we go.
There you go. Thank you, Sunny, for letting everyone know what my...
I have officially doxed.
Yeah, I've been doxed. Sunny will be sharing my social security number in chat at any moment. Again,
yep.
Yeah.
So the next sub goal
is... is do identity theft to Arbaro.
If the prize pool gets to 2,500, we will give everyone in chat access to Nick's credit card information.
All right.
So there's your incentive, guys.
Smooth sailing for both players so far. SV with a slight lead. Who will win? Someone finally... Okay. The end of the we figure out who won. It's Ansel. Gadsden hasn't played today, so someone's out doing the prediction stuff. So thank you for clearing the.
On mother's maiden names. If you tell me yours, I can tell you all about it. That sounds like someone who wants to find out your security questions.
I feel like mother's maiden name is like the worst possible. I feel like you could probably Google my mother's maiden name if you knew enough about me. Well, I guess if you knew a lot about me, you wouldn't have to. You'd probably have other ways of stealing my identity. And he's taking a slight lead here, 190 to 168. Though SV Tetris it again, so actually it's not really a lead. Ignore me. It's the same. Andy has a few palisades. He's going to try to. Yep, there we go. It's smoother now.
Denial 140. What if my mother's maiden name was Barack Obama? Explain that. Tell me everything about it. There we go. We'll see if they respond.
This being a slight dig. I don't know. Things are happening, I guess. And he has a real lead now. We're halfway through 18.
Ooh, SV with an interesting tuck setup, but it resolves.
You kidding with the backward CTL emoji? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Amazing.
Here's the
wow, Denial does know everything about mother's maiden names.
SV has a little bit of a, I don't know, tree setup. Looks pretty.
It's not quite a tree setup. It's more like a cheese grater setup. There we go.
Nice. Burns it up pretty well.
Textures.
Yeah.
You're not too far behind.
Yeah, this is a sort of lead that can disappear very quickly. Perd is saying, hi, I'm new to CTL. While they're going up in levels, can you please explain the tournament structure real quick? Sure thing. I'm going to link you to the standings, but you can take a gander at them while I tell you what's going on. Yeah, so this is a round-robin league format. So there are different divisions of CTL where you can get promoted and relegated. Nice adjustment to that misdrop from Andy. And this is the top flight. This is tier 1. So they're divided into divisions, division 1A, 1B, and 1C. And you play each other person in your division. So like there are 24 players who signed up in division 1 this time around. And this is like we're looking at some of the last matches in the season here, as Andy gets about a gazillion S pieces in a row. Has to spire them, but he's pretty far down. You get points depending on how well you do in each match. So you do kind of get partial credit if you lose, but still take a couple games. And you get more points for sweeping rather than, winning a decider. And in Division 1, the top 2 players in each division, as well as the top 2 other points getters besides, go into a single elimination playoffs. The winner of that, as well as some of the other people there, depending on how King allocates it, will win our championship and our prize pool. Andy up to 500,000. So this, nice recovery for after last game's suffers seeds. Going to get a Lombard, going to get a Tetris. Goes up to 569. Has room for 2 more. Can't get the 600. It's a fun thing to do. You can participate in it. And again, it goes down to Div 5. And then if you want to go lower than that, there's something called Tetris for the non-pros, as SV transitions 563. You can join the Discord if you want to keep up with all the hot classic Tetris League action. As if you know that Tetris has a hole in his sack, he's at 616. Andy 640 has transitioned. Andy kind of still has lines in pocket, so just in general in this set, Andy's been playing lower. Thanks for explaining so thoroughly. No problem. Yeah, it's fun. It's like, I think it requires a little more, because like CTM is just like a straight up elimination bracket, right? Elimination bracket. Lombard Lombard and Tetris for Andy had a little bit of a flat, kind of awkward stack, but he ended up dealing with it pretty nicely. SV set up one off the bottom, column 7, waiting on the bar. It ain't coming. He's finally going to get the Tetris. Takes a couple
stacks still. Both players with pretty awkward stacks, but
yeah.
Andy's is less bad.
Yeah, if it weren't for that like hole, it'd be, Tetris.
SV going for this here, going for the 3 high left well, or 3 off the bottom left well. I'm going to score a Tetris, so works well enough.
Andy 813, SV 724. And this match in particular has pretty... Yeah, you won't know exactly what's going to happen because Andy still has to play. What's his face? Alex T, the world record holder. But yeah, this could be a pretty important match in terms of the playoffs. 795 for SV, 907 for Andy. Valley's saying there's a scoring system worth the same as TMP, almost the same. The only difference is that you get an extra point for winning a set in TMP. So it's like you get 8 points if you sweep in TMP, you get 7 in CTL. That's like the only difference.
Yeah, there's definitely a good reason for that.
Yeah,
I haven't figured out what that is as the person who made the decision,
Lombard,
but there is a good reason.
Andy maxes out in 26 up to 1005. SV Tetris is 898. So Andy with a good lead here, especially considering he has a level of lines in hand. SV up to level 27, as Andy does Mischief and S. Andy has a little bit of a situation he has to resolve. He wants to do it pretty expediently.
I mean, I do kind of know the logic. It was so match wins were more valuable.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Because match wins aren't actually all that important in CTL. You win the games. Oh my god, Andy is in some trouble. Lombard double. Resolves the dependency. Not a whole lot more time to get this down. Take the flat burn. There we go. Perfect pieces. SV transitions A20. Lombard Tetris.
Nice spar timing.
Yeah, A69. Andy is in as well. He moves on to a slight lead. He has resolved his board. Neither player clean. Andy is now. Mischief says T, but he's going to get a Tetris. B19 for Andy, A78 for SV. Nice split double. He's going to go for it. Bar ain't coming for SV. Just droughted at the worst time, and that's going to be it. SV is going to top out A83. Andy is good for game number 4. We're going into a decider. GG's. Yeah, that was, well, so Sonny, watch their boards while I look at their standings and figure out what's going on.
Okay. I'm staring intently.
Stare intently. Make sure they don't jump.
SV starting out with an awkward little dependency, but it gets filled in pretty quickly, and the stack's all clean now. He also got a T-spin. Very cool.
Yeah. So this SV wins this, he'll go up to 26 points. Andy will be at 25. So yes, it's
If Andy gets swept by Alex.
Yeah, and then SV wins this and Andy gets swept by Alex, SV can still make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But it is, he no longer controls his own fate. Alrighty. Grandpa's Arbaro saying, you know, funny thing about DAS is that you don't actually have to go very far, very down to find very, very good DAS players. Like maybe not the top shelf rollers, but like as Andy Dirty Tetris.
Yeah, there's a DAS player in Div 2.
There's a DAS player in Div 2, yeah. And like Mark Migas just made it to what round the semifinals, the challengers, as a DAS player, and like a really stacked challengers too. Like,
yeah, and technically Tugi made it to Div 1 as a DAS player, then switched to roll once they had to play in Div 1. So,
yeah, like I don't. I mean, obviously you're not gonna like win against me. You might even win against these players if they have a really bad day with DAS, but like it's not really viable at the top levels of competition. But like,
yeah, I mean,
you do not have to go very down.
One of the,
yeah.
Even if you swap these players to DAS, Andy is one of the best DAS players in the world.
Yeah, totally.
He'd probably still struggle to maintain a Div 2. Well, maybe not maintain. He'd definitely struggle to get out of Div 2 with DAS.
Yeah. But you don't have to go down very far to find it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But also, like, what was Andy's, like, DAS 29 PP?
45 lines.
That is insane,
which
right?
Is double anyone else's PB. Like,
that's just... I don't understand how human beings can accomplish that. Andy 260, SV 202.
It's because he's incredibly good at slow tapping.
Yeah. If you want to play players like me, however, you have to go down pretty far. Kind of a... And
he's also very good at regular DAS mechanics and quick taps and a lot of other things.
Mm-hmm.
He's just very, very good mechanically.
Yeah.
That's how Andy does it. That's why Sidnev's so good at it as well, because Sidnev's mechanics are insane.
Mm-hmm. Andy looking pretty clean here. SV gets the J to resolve a dependency. Both players long bars and Tetrises. Andy up at about 60,000 points. 75 lines in.
Yeah, that's true. Gerald's saying it wasn't super slow tapping. Yeah, it's not like it was a Memoria game or whatever. I think that's who the person who used to be at the top of the leaderboards for a long time was. Like, they slow tapped every other piece basically. Whereas Andy is just really good at DAS, and then when they need slow tap, is impeccable at getting basically a perfectly 10 Hz tap. It feels.
Yeah. SV, S-Smith shift, but I'm going to get it.
SV opting for the lower tuck rather than the higher tuck there, which means it does create a hole in the stack.
He had kind of a lot of lines to burn it out, but he's fine.
Yeah, it's behind by maybe 3 Tetrises here, but, you know, they're not on the same line count, so you could argue 2 or 3.
Long bar Tetris for Andy. Came after a good long while. We are about 15 lines from the transition. Nice little J spin there for SV. There we go.
One Tetris available before the transition here.
Andy
looking at a 600, SV looking at a 550, 557 I believe, but with that burn it will be a little bit higher. There it is, a 559, lovely. Just Tetris again.
617.
Oh, Tetris behind Andy though.
Yeah, good transition score from Andy there.
SV opting to make a hole to set up the burn, and continuing to have the hole in the stack.
Yeah,
Things through the burn, and then S flat. Things feeling a little bit awkward for SV here.
Not getting the greatest of pieces to burn all this out. Still kind of digging.
That square is
set
gross.
up.
This is the kind of setup that I go for when I'm trolling, but SV is better than me mechanically. So.
Yeah, and also this is just the thing he does. This might come back to bite him though.
Not safe at all.
Oh
okay.
my god. Getting pieces over. Oh my god. What is this? Alright. Sure.
He's that's why I'm not as scared of SV doing it, because he just normally does these kinds of things. He's more used to that.
Not going to end up getting the Tetris though. Going to have to burn it all the way down. Finally gets a normal right well run. And he kind of digging too, but he's a bit bigger of a lead now. 768 for him. Sorry.
And I feel like 600 trans is pretty normal for Div. Maybe not for all of Div 1, but for like top players, like
it's still a good game, I would say.
Yeah, but I feel like Fractal gets them every other game, or something like that.
Sure.
And if I'm playing well, then I still get like at least 2 in a match if I'm playing well.
But
if I'm playing badly, then half of them are 300 transitions. But
yeah, a lot of the time you're just kind of like, you know, if you're looking at it for top player, it's not necessarily indicative of how good the player played. It's indicative of how RNG was for that game.
It depends.
Okay, well maybe. Depend. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it depends, but like
depends on the player.
Sure.
And it depends on the score. A 690, then yeah, that's probably how RNG. A low 600 is usually just down to stacking.
Yeah.
Like obviously, if you get like 25 bars.
Nice shift from Andy there. But like if both players have like a similar,
if both players get a mid 600, then it's probably RNG.
Or if it's
one player gets. If one player gets a 600,
you need
a 400.
Yeah, you need a good stacking. You need good stacking regardless to even get up there. I guess is what. No, don't want to take that away from anyone. Andy, bar dependency. Gonna get it over. Or get it in, I guess it wasn't that challenging to get over. But we're in level 27 for both players. Transition coming soon.
Yep.
Andy holding on to a slim lead here. 899 to 850. Another Tetris for Andy. 935.
SV in some real trouble here. Only 3 lines until the kill screen hits.
Oh, gonna
burn
over.
in.
Yes.
Gets the bar over to the right and then gets to the left. Okay. Then that burn in setting up the next Tetris. Needs a bar, gets a bar. Okay, up to 900k. Still 2 Tetris behind Andy, but Andy does get something over to the left before the kill screen hits there. Could have potentially gone into kill screen with a really screwed up board, but
978 for the transition score. Andy is in.
Still needs to remember that there was a short drought for SV, and then he hangs on the right.
Next
gets
one
another
goes.
bar over, up to 1 million. And then a triple. Okay, Andy's in a roughly safe position. Not the cleanest, but
still getting
it's
lines.
Still survivable.
Yeah, this is hangs the T. Hangs
okay.
another one.
That's gonna be it for Andy.
Yeah,
SV is in 100k chase down.
Yeah, you need A33 in order to take it. A33. Couple missed drops.
Just take the triple.
Yeah.
He has a lot of time to go for it. He doesn't need to play aggressive to get the chase down, because this is actually an important match. This is for money.
Yeah.
This is for playoffs contention.
Mm-hmm.
It's not directly for money. It's for the chance to win money.
Yeah, but totally, it's important in the competition.
I'm not sure if pure line out will get him there. He might need some triples. A Tetris will definitely get him close enough that
He's set up.
39 will.
Gonna play safe though. Good.
Yeah, and this is a pretty clean, safe setup as well.
Bar ain't coming though.
No.
Okay.
And the setup's getting less comfortable.
Oh no.
Oh, that missed drop. Okay, nice plays, nice plays.
AO4.
Oh, but that piece is awful.
Oh no.
AO4 is the top right score.
Oh man. GG's. Trollish RNG. And he's gonna take it.
Super Slick Pickle instead of the Super Show ping.
I do that.
As we all do.
Yeah, I almost, like, pretty much every time. I feel like at some point I will ping Pickle. I don't even know who that is. I'm just going to change my name to Super. Just, annoy everyone. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, good show. Good idea.
Yeah. Alrighty. Who we got here? We got on our left, we got Panic Portal.